Yeah, just guys, seriously, let's have fun and let's finish this thing. Let's make another one. This is really great. It's much more, maybe not fascinating, maybe not exciting, but it's something new. Forget about the rewards. As a matter of fact, at least in my part, I don't really care about the rewards. I don't really care about the status. I don't really care about being in the Hall of Fame or anything. I'm just doing it because it's fun, and we all have our jobs, we all have our lives to live, and if we can put something beautiful, something good into it, all the better. You got enough problems already, and yeah, it's just one way of getting rid of your problems. None of us are saints, no one's insane, and everyone's equally good. It's just that we're much better. We can see, we have this vision. We can feel what other players are gonna do, and you're gonna have to outsmart us. Don't beat the wall with your head. Don't think it's just 1 or 0. You know, computer language. You gotta think. You gotta adapt. You gotta outthink us. And yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, look at this big attack here by Paladin. He's going on with Siege. He's going for London. Does get the key. Moves his cap just before they get the sack. And Immaculate knows what time it is too. It's militia time, baby.
Oh boy. That's Demon King. Demon King is the kind of player who doesn't shy away from going all in. Intense battle going on here between Irish and Linky.
Wow, wait, is this legal?
I'll have to check the rule book. Yeah, that was a game-changing moment.
His cap was taken, but it was just a distraction.
I know about Linky very much, so I think it will be not a very difficult game for me.
TNT is wait a second. Mouse calls the GG. Wait a second. What? Why is he calling GG? Mouse, you got a massive army. There is a lot of heavy knights, and this is the only time when they have a chance. If they don't destroy Linky's army right now, game's over. They'll be crazy.
And Colossus has gone down for Linky here, and he's Inca, guys. He's Inca. This is not just an ordinary Colossus. More about playing that.
Oh no, man! I have a feeling, and nobody is raiding Mouse. That's an issue. Nobody is raiding Mouse. Mouse is actually in the lead now. That was all of that.
But which of those arrows?
Sacrificed by Steve.
Oh, look, there is a hot rod there coming through.
Whoa!
This guy hit.
No! Will it get it there in time? Will it get it in time? Yeah, it gets there in time! It does!
Is he gonna get the hit? Is he gonna get the hit? He does get the hit! Oh my god!
No, that was
Oh my god!
TNT saved the day in the end. What just happened, man? What just happened?
Clutch play I've ever seen in the history of Rise of Nations.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Joining me today is Eat the Peer and Phyllis.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Okay, let's look at our donation. I am very glad to announce that we are almost at our 1,000 Australian dollar goal. We are at 990. Thanks a lot to Rochi for 140. 85 from Sergey. 15 from the Phoenix. 10 from Anonymous. 10 from Chicken. I think it's Chicken Family. 350
Nice.
from our anonymous donor, who we still don't have any idea about. 10 from Spaghetti Monster. 30 from PLA Clan. 100 from Boo. 50 from Sergey. Another Sergey or same Sergey? I don't know. 50 from Duzzles and 100 from Rochi. Oh wait, Rochi has donated 240. Damn, thanks a lot, Rochi.
Big thank you to Rochi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rochi's pulling weight.
Yeah, and next tournament, Rochi's team starts in Grand Final.
Freebie, pay to win. Let's go.
Directly pay to win. So, and the other team will be bidding for the other team. There will be no games before Grand Final. It's just bidding for Nomadium 4. New format.
Jen's like easiest money of my life.
Yeah, I'm down.
We'll put an GoFundMe, put a 5-minute time limit, and as the funds come in, we keep telling who is in the Grand Final, and that'll be 1-day tournament. And everybody goes home safe.
Champion. Everyone goes home with champion.
Yeah. let's look at what the tournament is so far. Super 16 stage finally finished, and PLA Art of War and Apocalypse Survivors AS qualified from bracket number 1. TUF and White Lotus from bracket number 2. EL and Meows from bracket number 3. And Deja Vu AZ and MFW from bracket number 4. Every other team is out of the tournament. So yeah, everybody else who played, we'll see you again in Nomadium 4. And
Yeah,
we had some great games even in the teams that did not qualify.
Yeah, definitely. Big shout out to a bunch of teams. Really, I think I was very impressed with AL. I was very impressed with MOC. I
Yeah.
was really impressed with all of the PLA teams that played, even the ones that didn't qualify. You know, some really exceptional teams that didn't quite make it into the top 8. But big shout out to them. Definitely, we'll be looking to see some improvement in next year's tournament.
Right. So Wizard is one team that was completely came out of nowhere and surprised everybody.
Oh yeah,
Nobody
that was some exciting matches there. Definitely.
The Wizard guys really practice hard. They're asking for people to get to practice with, so they really tried hard, and it showed off. They put in the work, and they were able to make up, and they did well.
I was expecting Wizards to be one of the earlier teams to get out, but no, they fought till the end. And even in AS versus Wizard, it was a close game. It wasn't like a clean sweep there, even though the score doesn't say that, but we remember the games. And SFT2 is another team. Practiced very hard. They made it to the ROP Facts with their exceptional win against TUF.
Oh yeah, San Pellegrino.
That was pretty funny. Yeah. Got him.
For sure.
This brings us to the quarterfinal. None of the games have been played or cast yet. We do have TUF versus AS that's played. All the other games, I have been told that they'll finish next week. And the winners will go to the next round semi-final. It's a single elimination, no second chances for this. You have a best of 5, you lose this, you are out of the tournament. You win this, you get to the semi-final. From this point, there are no second chances. So let's quickly look at who's there in TUF and Apocalypse Survivors. In TUF, we have Wolfie, Mouse, Coldfire Sun, and Surge. For Apocalypse Survivors, AS, Daredevil. I think Daredevil is Sermon.
Yeah, that's Sermon. Correct.
But Duzzles, Jovan, Xano, and Sparadon. Nice. Are you guys ready for the first game?
Yeah. Should we go over the
just
rules
guys,
and such
seriously.
really quickly just to make sure? So can you if you can pull up the graphic on the intro?
Hold on a second. You mean which graphic are you talking about?
Yeah, so this is good. So you see here on this right side, we've made a new graphic. So this is basically going to show which nations are picked for which for which team. So AS nations will be picked on the left, TUF nations are picked on the right, and then also the map that is picked there. Because as you may know, in the tournament rules, you can't repeat maps and you can't repeat nations. So given that this is a best of 5, this might come into effect. You know, we'll see the top nations quickly dry up, and we're going to have to see some teams get creative with their picks.
Yeah. So, you guys ready?
Yeah,
I'm ready to go.
Okay, let's go for it then. I'm starting the game number 1. The rule for round of 8 or quarterfinal is the first map will be Mediterranean. Not everybody's favorite map. So this map does have some luck factors, but at the same time, I also think this is somewhat rushable. On this map, if you want to rush, there is a possibility. I won't say it's the best rushing map, but yeah, you can make it work in such cases.
Yeah, honestly, I think in this map, from my experience, relatively limited experience, it's all about how close you spawn to your opponent, right? If you're really far away, rushing is it's not happening. Traveling by water in this map is such a nightmare because everybody's spamming light ships. Your army's going to get ravaged if you try to walk through the water. So it all just depends on if you're close to your opponents. How close you spawn, if you have a Bantu player or a Chinese player to close the distance, etc.
So on this map, I'll say that there are the 2 top rares, Citrus and Copper, of course, for water control, And there also is the rule that if one team is in safe possession of both the rares, then there'll be a rematch.
Well, Citrus is in the middle, so
So yeah,
it's
so
kind of
there's no possibility. So there is no possibility of a rematch since Citrus
Yeah.
is in the middle.
It looks like a King of the Hill map. Whoever gets to this middle item's gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Jen, would you mind pulling up the game stats tab so we can take a look at?
Did
the
you say
players
it
and
crashed?
animations?
It crashed? If I...
No, it won't crash if you
It won't crash now. You're fine.
Gone
You're
through
fine.
like a couple minutes. Yeah, we're good.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you're fine now.
All right. So yeah, let's take a look at these players and their nations.
Yeah, we got tier 1 Egyptians, and other side Sun or Altair is Japanese. Then Bantu versus Iroquois, Indians versus Greeks, and Dutch versus Chinese. What are your thoughts on these nations? First of all, not a single overlapping nation.
Yeah,
This is unique.
that's actually really surprising. I guess both of these teams have different visions of how they wanted to do their draft for this game. You know,
Yeah,
I think,
different philosophies.
Yeah. Egyptians, you know, I think that's the star of the AS draft, right? Like, you don't pick Egyptians over Mongols or Japanese or Lakota for no reason. Like, you have a plan in mind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do like Egyptians because you can be pretty safe on a Mediterranean map, especially if you're in the pocket. So he should be able to do something with that. Duzzles at least.
Yeah. And also, let's look at the rares for a second. I already see some excellent rares for AS. Gems, Pappy, Diamonds, Horses,
Silver.
Gems, Furs, Silver. So Furs, Silver, Gems, those
Dye.
three are superb rares for booming.
Yeah, I think they have the better rares. I've been looking at the rares and they're popping off.
Yeah, they got some really nice knowledge rares as well with Spice and Dye, as well as Pappy and Gems, as mentioned earlier. You know, a pretty rounded set of rares and some really exceptional ones. Let's take a look at what TUF has.
Peacocks for... So I'll just highlight the star rares first. The Peacocks is going to be a star rare. Sugar is nice. Relics. Tobacco, since it gives you both knowledge, wealth, and you can also build wonders faster. Cotton is nice for a longer game, well, better than nothing since you have faster ship production.
And then copper, right?
Wait, where's copper? Oh, copper is in a corner. Have they found it? They haven't found it though.
Uh-oh. No, Surge. He needs to scout.
Yeah, and chances are that they may never find it. It's in that one spot that they missed.
That's good for AS then. They're
That's
gonna
very
need
good.
it.
So I'll just say right here that the rares are exceptionally biased towards the AS. So
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. Like, TUF's best rare is Sugar, and I mean, on a map that's usually, this is generally a boom-centric map, I'd rather have Silver, Happy, you know, those type of rares any day of the week.
yeah, you're right. Diamonds also superb. Even Gems, and I don't think Yellow has scouted Pappy yet, but it's in his territory. Zano will find it sometime.
So let's talk about where the players have spawned, yeah?
Peter says Greeks and Relics are nice. Yeah, Relics is perfect. Relics
that's
is,
true.
I think that's their strongest rare. Relics and Peacock, they're two strongest rares.
Yeah, and then Greeks is gonna be really strong on water as well. They got all that gold for scholars. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Iroquois pick on this map, it's slightly questionable for me, but you can make Iroquois work on any map. And if it becomes a population of limit fest, then Bantu will clearly win. But before that, Iroquois do have a certain advantage. Also, I want to say that both Egypt and Dutch, the slower nations, have spawned on one side. So that is good for TUF.
Yeah, especially considering, you know, as a Chinese player, Coldfire can sieve right up in his opponent's face. And if you look at this, Mouse has gone straight mill one, no commerce. He's throwing down his barracks as we speak right next to Wool.
Yeah. And Spiridon making a big mistake, actually, that he has not scouted his opponent front. Especially knowing that Iroquois guy is on his side, he should be scouting constantly.
Yep, that wood camp's gonna get hit hard.
Yeah,
But
and
Spirit on, he
that
does
would-
click up on Mill.
Oh, is that a kill? That's one kill for Mouse already, and I think there'll be another kill.
Oh man.
This is not how you want the game to start for AS. You know, considering they have the superior rares, they really don't want these early raids from the Iroquois player to spiral out of control. And it seems like Spiridon's not really handling it correctly. He's kind of running in 2 citizens at a time. You either bring all your citizens or none of them.
Yeah, Mouse already
Yeah.
has 3 kills.
Mouse is actually going all in here. He has killed 3 villagers at least, or 4 villagers.
Oh man.
Oh no, yeah,
He's made 4 units. Wow, this is a brutal start for Spiridon, who, you know, it seems like he's gotten a lower ruin count than many of the other players in the game. He's really struggling now that he's lost so many villagers early on. An exceptional play from Mouse.
Yeah. Looking at Spiridon, 3 ruins versus 3 ruins for Mouse. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but if you look at Duzzles, he's getting raided on his Wonder now.
Oh,
And he's
man,
forced to
this
go
is-
Mill.
This is another problem, that when both the players have to go mill 1, while if you compare the other side, only Mouse went mill 1, while Coldfire is free to boom.
Yep, free booming Coldfire.
If you take a quick look at the bottom side, we do see a barracks out from Surge already. He's gone Calm Mill and he's sending on Archer to protect his Obsidian, I think. I'm not actually sure where he's going.
Yeah.
Looks like TUF have still not scouted that Copper, which is very unfortunate for them.
They
That would be
haven't
one of the
scouted
better
relics either. They haven't scouted relics.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh man, Surge, you got to scout, man. Oof.
We do
Okay,
see
so-
Sun, that's TUF Altair throwing down that Hanging Gardens. As a Japanese player going for Commerce, Science, and then Aging, it's one of the fastest Age 2 times you can get, and therefore one of the fastest Wonder times you can get. Aside from
Yeah.
Major Egypt, which we see Duzzles has already thrown out the Colossus, nearly complete now.
Yeah, on this map, Egypt with Colossus can actually compete with Hanging Gardens at some point, because you do get to max out your wealth easily, and then you do get to also max out your population since you're fighting water constantly. On a map like Great Lakes, I would say Hanging Gardens always beats Colossus, but it can change on this map.
Especially if he gets another Wonder. Because against Hanging Gardens, you typically want to go 2 to catch up, sort of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, somebody's
Looks like-
building in the center.
Looks like Mouse is going to pick off another merchant here in the center.
Do they
Oh,
see
man.
Citrus? Oh man, they don't see Citrus yet. I think he's gonna walk into it though.
As in, he's building a city. Coldfire is building a city in the center, so of course he gets it.
Oh yeah, I'm a bit ahead actually. Hold up.
Oh.
Jet's computer was just too fast for us.
I'm actually 30 seconds ahead of Jet for some reason.
I keep getting like 20 seconds behind. We see here in the back, Mouse is going to be raiding Sermon now. Mouse has raided 3 players at this point, which is pretty annoying,
Yeah.
you know. And also the kind of start you'd expect. If we take a look at the kill counts, Mouse has killed 6 units, 5 of which are Spiridons.
You're right, and Mouse he's himself doing very well. He isn't as far behind. If you compare him to Spiridon, he's doing better in every sense, except wealth. And
So one thing
another
to note-
kill.
Oh, look
Another
at
merchant kill.
Coldfire's library right now. He's gotten Civic 1, Commerce 2, Science 2. It looks like he's set up for an exceptional boom this game.
Yeah, this is a great setup for Mouse. Mouse just started this with his raids, and Spiridon is not going to be competing with Coldfire at all, even without any rares.
Yeah, it shows if you designate a role, Mouse's job was to raid and slow everybody down, and it allows Coldfire to free boom. Very
Yeah.
well, good teamwork by TUF.
You're right, and if you look at the Egypt player here, he isn't doing as well as you would expect. Coldfire is going Science 3 there. These guys have no rares.
Oh man, I mean it is Coldfire. He's gonna boom like crazy.
Yeah, finally relics found by Sun, so that's good. They still don't know about Copper.
If we take a look at the AS players' libraries, it's actually 3 of the AS players have gone for Commerce 2, and 2 of them have skipped Civic in order to do it. Like, if you look at Spiridon, despite his slow start, he's chosen to go for that Commerce 2 in Ancient Age, you know, likely wanting to use the Dutch power there.
Yeah.
Take a look at the scouting for both teams. Or, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, the Egyptian player has a lot of responsibility right now for his team. If you compare what Sun has, his eco is way better.
And his knowledge is way higher. It's 155 to 20.
And the bundle player here seems to be doing fine, but though he hasn't aged yet.
So far, things have been pretty quiet on the water. Not too many big battles, just some light raids here and there. We do see Mouse has already got the galley upgrade. That's the heavy ship upgrade for Classical Age, which is, you know, an insane improvement. Likely wanting to use cotton and citrus there in order to improve his team's chances in the water.
Yeah, and he is raiding on water right now.
And if you see Coldfire now has citrus, so he's gonna start raiding as well.
Yeah. Another good part about having the center is that now you can rotate so quickly with ships anywhere on the map.
If you need to heal them, you just garrison them back. But then again, you know, TUF do have access to citrus, so not.
Oh, they found it. Oh, no. AS found copper. AS is using copper.
Yeah, Xano's sneaking in there. It's a really nice play from him. I think he realizes that TUF have not scouted that at all.
By the way, TUF hasn't scouted peacocks either.
Wow. Oh man, the scouting is lacking.
Oh man. As in, I just say this, TUF is playing against all odds and they're still doing very well here.
Yeah, they're playing with no rares.
AS, it does look troubling for AS. You know, this early on in the game, they're 300 points down, you know, they're tier 1 players. Again, John pointed it out earlier. You compare them, the Colossus player versus the Hanging Gardens player. The Hanging Gardens player is pop capped at 50, has 195 knowledge compared to the 100 of Duzzles.
Yeah. And our Indian player here hasn't started. So at this 13 minutes and Sermon hasn't started making knowledge yet. He does have Science 2, Commerce 2. Compared to the Greek player who has 110 knowledge income. So yeah, the Greek player here will outboom Duzzles. That's for sure.
I think Orange and Yellow are making a huge mistake right now. They have no scholars on a water map, which is crazy to me.
Yeah,
I think they just forgot or something.
The universities. It's just very late universities. You know, usually when you age up, you really have to throw it up immediately. Oh, we're gonna see a wonder race here.
Pyramids versus pyramids, and I don't think Surge is racing. At least he doesn't realize yet because Duzzles has put a lot of villagers and
Duzzles pinged the other pyramid, so he does know he's gonna go for the race at least.
Yeah.
Well, it does look like TUF have access to tobacco, right? So.
Oh, right. Where's tobacco? Yeah, he does have tobacco, but as in if Surge wants to race it, I think he'll win it with tobacco, but he isn't racing. Finally, Peacocks is found.
Oh, a devastating raid on Pappy in the back here from Surge. He's got 2 heavy cavalry, and he's going to get away with murder here.
Oh.
It really feels like there should have been a tower much earlier at that rare.
To be honest, those units should never have made it to the back because the front is completely covered. But yeah, now... Oh, that Pappy is gone for sure. So let's look at the knowledge gain because that will...
Yeah, Sun's ahead. Sun's ahead.
So Spiridon and Xano have... Okay, apart from Duzzles, everybody has 2-digit knowledge, so I hope they have got way more researches.
Oh man, what are they doing? I think this is a big throw.
I think their game build order messed up somewhere.
Yeah, this doesn't look normal.
That Spiridon loss, but yes.
So yeah, because Mouse has better knowledge income than Spiridon right now. And I think he is filling his universities, but... And Duzzles is getting his another city thanks to that pyramids. And now he should be able to get 4 universities full, but... Sun is leagues ahead already.
Yeah, clearly. And then if you look at Coldfire, he already has Science 3. He's gotten his literacy upgrade. He's going to be H4 very fast.
Oh yeah, you're right. 168 knowledge for Coldfire, and then the literacy is coming. On for Sun, even without literacy, he already is at 247. I don't know what exactly happened here, but I think AS either were expecting a rush, because if you look at Sermon right now, he has units. They're towering forward, but they haven't scouted their opponents at all.
They don't know if a rush. There's no Surge has 1 siege, and it's way back there with no army. He can't take a city like that. They need to know that.
So one important thing, we haven't seen a ton of water raids so far. It's just Mouse doing some light raiding along with Sermon. But it does look like in this map, in the generation, there's only 1 Whales, and Whales is one of the most crucial rares. Probably close to Copper, I would say, on this map, because it increases your ship speed, which is really important for micro. And it looks like AS also have access to that rare. So that's another point in their favor.
AS has a whale right next to their dock.
Wait, does whales only spawn once on this map?
Yeah, there's only 1 whale in this
There's
map.
only 1 Whales, and it's exactly 1.
Oh man, wow! I didn't know that.
How is Mouse sneaking in these cavalry at the back? Look at Furs. There's a heavy cavalry. How did he?
Yeah, the fact that I'm really surprised. I feel like it's a bit like it's either AS don't have water control or like Spiridon sleeping on the job.
I think nobody has water control. As in, nobody cares about water. That's what I can say.
I think Mentalist is messaging me Citrus and Copper. Why not Re? But again, just guys, the Citrus was in a neutral location. That's why.
That's
it was
center.
not. Yeah.
This is center.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Coldfire. He's choosing to go Com 2 and Civic and Civ there. Like it's like you didn't spawn right next to him.
Exactly. So it's a fair game because he decided to go center.
Coldfire says get Porcelain Tower. I don't know who he's asking. Maybe it's
oh
you
man,
asking.
Porcelain and Relics is crazy.
Xano is aging. So if I compare the libraries, Xano's library and Xano is very far behind both Surge and Sun. And
if you look at the bottom side, they are starting to siege. The trebuchets from Surge, 3 trebuchets already working away at the city of Diana.
And if you look, Bantu has no army.
Right. So
oh man.
I wonder if he missed something. So I think Sermon is fighting water. Maybe that's why he doesn't have army. And Mouse is raiding this side. The Surge and Sun did not have to build anything. And Mouse is the only one on water. So Mouse is sacrificing himself for all that because he's the only one behind in his team.
Eco, yeah.
So Spiridon is still far in terms of library research. I think it's either Sermon or Sermon is the most ahead, followed by Duzzles.
I think the bottom side is where we're going to see the most action because it does seem like TUF have a significant advantage. I mean, just look at their army composition. Also, look at Sun's army. He's already gotten six slingers, and that's a sign that he's going gunpowder. He's nearly there.
He's clicked up with relics. It's going to be a quick age. We're ready to go.
The tools to defend here. I mean, if you look at Sermon's army, he's got nothing.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe they got nervous because something doesn't feel right with their build order.
Yeah, Sermon is fighting water, so that's what happened. Sermon is their water guy. And I think Spiridon is also now... Duzzles is also the water guy.
Yeah, if you look at the kills count, Mouse has 25 kills. Like
Oh
that,
man.
this game is one of the most passive games I've seen in a while, and he has 25 kills.
Yeah.
Clearly, you know, it's something's up there.
Mouse has more kills than the whole AS combined, and also all the other TUF players combined.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or maybe not AS combined. He has.
If you look bot, it's gonna get real rough real quick.
Yeah.
It's upgraded. I think they're about to go.
We do see
Nah.
Guzzles pushing water, but they are gonna go. They're
They
kind
will
of
go,
walking
they will
forward
go.
right now. I think
Yep.
they have this pretty easily. I mean, if you just look like 6 elephants is great and all, but it's not really gonna fight against the H4 armies. And I mean, Sun doesn't even have bomb bars. He's only getting the upgrade now, but I mean, his upgraded army is more than enough to handle Sermon and Xano's combined forces.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh man. Yeah, they took the city with catapults. If that's not telling you something, well, I don't know what can help you, because this is a massacre down bot.
Yeah. Good
Fires
thing.
raiding the bottom with some
Good thing
caravels.
Sermon and
center.
Xano did not fight that. They just saved units.
Yeah.
Spardon is fighting water right now.
He's clock capped, which is really hurting him actually.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
not at 21 scholars. He can't get that build 3, and I mean, on the top side is the spot where they need to press, right? They need to have the advantage there because the bottom side is clearly lost.
The
Yeah.
top side hasn't even touched each other. They've just been like free booming, I guess.
Spardon starting to siege here. Sermon is the
Yeah.
first one to click up. But yeah, no, he doesn't have the army.
Big fights in the water on the top side. It's Duzzles versus Mouse. Both players just kind of spamming units. And I'd say, like, overall, this is a good trade for Mouse. You know, you're forcing resources out of your opponent Colossus player. You know, it's kind of like, you know, defending your own side, like delaying losing your side. Because Mouse is pretty far behind compared to Duzzles, right? If you just, like, look at their library.
Yeah.
It's really incomparable. And he's also pretty behind compared to Spiridon. But he's made so much space, right? He's done so many effective raids, both in the water and on land, that I would say he's pretty much won them this game, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just goes to show you don't have to have a max out eco to take effect, because you could be just killing stuff instead, like Mouses.
Mentalist
this
says
game-
EG could do wonder. No, man, Egypt got raided early on.
Like I
That's a
think
problem.
the problem with this game, right, was for TUF, right? You have Mouse, who's the designated sacrificial lamb for his team, right? He's going to be the one raiding land early to get an advantage, and then he's going to raid water and etc. Whereas for AF, you know, it feels like everybody's gone like a bit greedy with their builds. Like you can see Spiridon. I'm trying to get in his mindset. He's like trying to catch up, if you will, but really he needs to kind of all in his opponent because, you know, Mouse has been behind for so long. I really feel like they haven't really designated anybody on AS to be the one that makes space for the rest of them, so they all fall behind.
Yeah. Check out Goldfire's library.
Wow, he's gotten science
400 knowledge income.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He has more knowledge than the Hanging Gardens player. And even Duzzles with his with 4 cities, 4 scholars, 28 scholars, he is not there yet.
Still, the
Yeah,
raids
and
in the water
then-
are going uncontested from Coldfire.
They built
Sermon's
greedy.
fighting water.
Sermon's fighting water.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting water as he's losing cities. That's rough.
Yeah. Sermon has a lot of resources, though. I think he could. That's Sermon, right? Yes, he does have resources, but no, I don't see what could happen. Now there is a good terrain for them to defend the city of Kipushi, but that's just not enough. The army size for the other team is just too much.
And the army composition. Greeks H4, H5, very hard to stop with the heavy cav.
Yeah. Xano hasn't aged yet. Mouse hasn't either. Mouse is close though. Mouse will get there. So
He's searching for Or, you know, you're ahead enough, you might as well try another wonder, secure your boom late game. But this is looking really, really problematic for AS. They're going to need a miracle to come out of this one. Because, you know, their opponent's knocking on their door and they say, hello, we have 20 Arquebusiers and 25 Heavy Knights. What are you going to do about it?
Run.
Yeah.
Run.
Looks like this
Oh,
is
man.
over.
Yeah, man.
Sermon has lost all his eco, man. For some reason, yeah, he lost all eco. They don't have water.
And he used Bantu. Bantu's such a great pick. I just feel like they messed up their build order. Something was very off.
You're right.
These Corvettes from Coldfire have gone completely uncontested. If Rising Nations had a kill count, they'd probably be at like 10 each. Like, they've killed so many ships just for free.
Yeah, the kill count right now, Sermon has the highest kills in his team, followed by Duzzles. On the other side is Mouse and Coldfire. Surge with the least kills, Xano with the least kills.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is the point of the game when you know you've lost the game, but you don't want to. You want to still give it your all before.
Yeah,
deciding.
tournament life, round of 8. It's hard to get here.
What would it take for AS to win the game at this point? Is it Surge walking his entire army into the water and letting the double ships feast on his kills? I just don't really see a way out for AS.
To point out that Mouse has single-handedly kept their tier 1 Egypt on water. Like, Blue has made so many boats, and just Mouse has been able to just make sure no progress happens on land.
Yeah. So I'm assuming. Oh, look at that! Coldfire is age 5 soon.
Oh man, that's the 400 knowledge for you.
So he got Forbidden City. I was wondering who got Forbidden City. Forbidden City is a great boom wonder.
And it matches his nation too, China. Oh, if you look topside, I think Blue's going for some sort of sneak play on land.
Oh, I think he did get discovered.
Yeah, he sees it.
Yeah, he's going to be throwing place in the army. This could be a good army raid, but army composition's not quite right for that.
Here's a capital close to being captured, Delhi.
Yeah, Delhi. I mean, the massive Greek and Japanese army. You know that they're really putting a pummeling, and they haven't lost many units. So still see. I mean, all of these Arquebusiers from Altair or Sun, you know, they put up a lot of DPS, and these heavy knights with armor with the Monarch. It's literally impossible to fight into them without.
Have they lost any units? I feel like they've just walked in peacefully and taken every city.
Yeah. Sermon and Xano haven't fought, which is good for them.
Yeah.
Xano could age soon, but no, not there yet.
Oh man.
So Xano lost 1 city of Ludhiana compared to Sermon, who lost 2 cities. What's that? Duzzles is doing some weird thing here with his raids.
He finally got the sugar.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I think now Duzzles is fired on. They're starting to take water from their side. But at this point, Greeks and Japanese, they're too strong.
Yeah, I mean, the damage has been done. At this point, TUF don't need water to close out this game. I mean, they just have this massive combined army on the bottom side that AS really has no answer for. 7 elephants from the Indians player who hasn't even aged yet, is only clicking up now. You know, it's really nothing much he can do here.
Yeah.
They are going to make a push at the top side for the city of Chongqing.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, you're right. And there is still some time for he ages Coldfire. I think they will take the city of Chongqing.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of lack of coordination though. Duzzle's not really being there in place, and Mouse's army also being out of position. Both teams faltering a little bit.
Duzzles is raiding behind on city of Onondaga.
They did take the city too.
Oh, also Duzzles doesn't have a knight here. I mean, general. There's no general for his army.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's a big mistake. No, there is. There is. Wait, no, that's red. Never mind.
So that's a massive army here. Now city of Delhi about to get captured. No, it's still not captured. It is captured.
Oh man, you can't stop Japan, Greek, Sage 4. You need like French and then like
Yeah.
India max power.
Japanese is 137 population. Surge is
Oh,
95 compared to 90 for Zano and 109 for Bantu.
Jeez.
Elephants are great and all, and they're one of the most broken units in the game. But even 12 elephants aren't good against 20 arquebusiers and 20 heavy cavalry.
Yeah.
That's just the Japanese player. That's just Sun. on the top side, they do take the city of Chongqing for AS. That's a small victory, but this game's pretty over. I mean, unfortunately, the bottom side's just way lost.
Yeah, no, Mouse did his job. Mouse delayed their tier 1 so long on the water, and then they're not gonna die for a long time up here.
Yeah, not even capital, and then Coldfire even has Forbidden City. It'll take them forever to clean up here.
Oh man, yeah. And he's going H5 as well. That's gonna be stopped real fast.
Duzzles was able to take out the Citrus Merchant, which is nice.
brave heavies sailed all the way to the middle.
Yeah, the treacherous journey with all the traps.
Duzzles is lost. So I think at this point, TUF has lost most of their water. There's nothing.
Yeah, it looks like they don't have access to any water at this point.
Yeah, look at Surge's eco. So this is what should have been done earlier in the game. But yeah, everybody knows Colossus is super strong in the late game, and this is exactly the time point. The only problem is that it may be too late.
Yeah, I mean, on the bottom side, they've essentially lost 2 players, right? Sermon's been really set back by losing the cities, and, you know, Xander's going to die very soon.
If you look, yeah, Sermon's eco is okay, just no army, so it's just gonna get run over.
Yeah, Sermon, I have to appreciate how much Sermon has been able to maintain his eco. That is nice.
Yeah, very well done.
So I feel Sermon, Duzzles and Spydon need to rush into Beijing. They can't wait like that. They just
Oh wait, no, Coldfire's H5. It's gonna get stopped soon.
Coldfire's army is relatively small comparatively if you look at Spiridon and Duzzle's combined army, although Duzzles doesn't have a ton of land units.
Looks like the GG has been called. Oh, Duzzles did get the highest kills now.
All those ships. I want to point out Mouse's eco is sub 150, and he still was the MVP of the team. He slowed everybody down, rated all the rares, and held the tier 1.
Yeah. He came all over here to raid diamonds, I remember, in the age 1, and then on furs, all of that. Quite nice.
Yes. So, who do y'all think deserves the MVP for this game?
Well, I think
Mouse
it's clear,
for sure.
right? You know, it's obviously not Sun. You know, he has the highest score in his team, but it's definitely Mouse. Low score in his team, but you know, he's the one making space for his team, and it really felt like AS really had nobody on their team to do it for them. You know, and so they all fell behind due to Mouse's early raids.
Yeah, so just shows you they won with no rares, and just the right team play can win you games.
Yeah. Nice games. Let's go for game number 2.
Okay.
Here we are, game number 2. Let's go.
So game number one, we saw it go in pretty convincing fashion to TUF. You know, they got ahead with Mouse's early raids, and then they stayed ahead pretty much the whole game. And it really felt like, for whatever reason, AS was unable to keep up with the boom. Let's take a look and see if AS are able to counter what TUF have planned for them this game. So we're on Old World. Let's take a look at the nations. Jen, you want to read them out?
Yeah. So we got Germans from Coldfire, Lakota from Spy, British from Duzzles, Inca from Sun, French from Mouse, and French from Sermon as well. Koreans versus Maya. I know Mouse's favorite is French. He always picks them, and he feels very confident about it. I do want to see how Spiridon plays is Lakota, because I think that is a wild card. That
and then oh, go ahead.
That you gotta win as Lakota, in my opinion. It's also very easy to win as Lakota.
For sure. And then Coldfire's on his booming nation Germans. So I think TUF are on the comfort picks. Mouse is always known for his French. Coldfire's on booming Germans. And then it's up to Spiridon, like you said, Jatin. With Lakota, you have the responsibility to win the game. You can win any game with Lakota, essentially. That's how strong they are.
Yeah, I think in this map and the nation setup, I do think TUF have the advantage. I'm looking at Delzel's pick, and I feel like he's gonna have a really rough game, right? You're gonna have Maya, who's a very fast raider early on. You're gonna have a bunch of cavalry from the French and Inca player, especially the Inca player, constantly raiding you. And British archers really suck versus cavalry. They're one of the best archers in the game, but they're terrible versus cavalry. So I think British are countered in that respect. I do like the dual French pick. I think it's a good pick for this map. And Mouse has been exceptional with his French in the past. So
From Sermon, I know Sermon is not the rushing kind of type. I would have loved to see Sermon pick Nubians on this. I know that suits his playstyle. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. I do think that British and Koreans is a solid combo here. You just cannot beat that. You cannot rush this combo.
And they're in front of Mouse's French despot, or French that wants to go aggressive. So it's a good defensive block for them. AS.
Yeah. On this side, Maya and Inca versus the Lakota and French combo. I also feel like this map particularly is not the best for Inca, because there are mountains, but those mountains they're vulnerable to raids, and when you have a Lakota player in front, he can make your life a hell.
Yeah, I think it's up to. Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. Go. Okay, yeah, I was just gonna say, I think it's gonna be up to Sermon and Spiridon to win their side, as London and Koreans can hold theirs against the despot or the French aggression.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, looks like Coldfire is slow here. The French player is faster than the German player.
Yeah, and if you look at the runes count quickly here, Surge is the spotlight with 0 runes. Pretty unfortunate for him. But Spiridon, the Lakota player, he's got 2 runes compared to the 100 from 4 from both of the French players.
Okay, that is dead Lakota, I think.
Oh man.
So let me see. Did he get unlucky, or he didn't just scout enough? So he's scouting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villagers. Not enough villagers, but still he must have got lucky, because with 5 villagers, 4 ruins is still low. So he must have got very unlucky this time.
And there's three ruins ungathered around his cap. I just saw them, and then Yellow took one of them. So he missed 3 ruins around his city.
Yeah, now that is a slow Lakota. But then to compensate, the German player is also slow. So it should be fine. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to hurt Lakota too much. But then if the Inca player gets going, he's going to be trouble.
See on the right side for AS. I'd love to see them make an aggressive push. Inca are definitely more vulnerable in the early game. If the Lakota player can get some good raids going, and then we see a nice French despot from Sermon, I think they could definitely have a good chance of of giving this game a good shake-up on the right side. And on the left side, I think for TUF, I would love to see a Hanging Gardens out of Coldfire this game. It really feels like they're not in any danger of dying to the British plus Korean combo, especially
Yeah, right.
considering you have Mouse who's going to make space for you. I would love to see him just sit back over a Hanging Garden, secure his team the late game.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, Mouse went directly Civ 1. And the same for the German player. So they're both going direct Civ, aggressively building forward. And on this side, Korean and the British player both are COM 1. And now I think Mouse is going to be in that territory where that wood camp from Joven is going
Yeah,
to suffer.
it's gonna be at risk now. It's a good Civ.
Yeah. They got close very quickly there.
I guess Mounts wants to use his French aggression like he always does. Very well done. They're playing their
Yeah.
strengths.
Yeah. Eventually that wood camp will have to be deleted. It just won't work. Unless
Yep.
it gets
And also-
towered.
Double
And also,
tower.
if if you're the Koreans player, right, where do you put your city? You don't want to put it on the opposite side of the river where it's kind of the river's isolating your two cities, and there's no space on the right side either. So just Joven's placed in a really awkward position. He either has to leave his wood camp extremely vulnerable or put his second city in a terrible spot.
Yeah, he'll have to leave that wood camp. If I was Joven, I would just put my city next to Wine.
Try to grab the center with that.
Yeah, because I don't see any other option for him. Now,
Yeah.
Duzzles is going forward, and I think that is could be a big mistake because that is a perfect city for French to rush.
Oh man, I just saw it. Holy cow. He's asking
got
Mouse to kill
Stuffles.
him. Across the river as well. Oh no.
Yeah, so there is a chance that he survives because he is British and then he has Korean ally. So if they get enough towers, they could survive this, but still risky against French.
And
I
then
think-
there's no eco there too. Like
But
why
that
would he
is
sit
true.
there?
Only thing he's saving is peacocks, which is fine, not bad. But just for peacocks getting a city forward, it's risky.
I guess he's like partially denying the mountain from Mouse, but if you look at Mouse's territory, he has like 6 mountains, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's the Himalayas up there.
Oh yeah, Mouse has got a lot of mountains for him.
Looks like everybody's getting their mill ones up. Nobody going for a crazy mill build early on like we saw in Mouse last game. So things are off to a relatively slow start. It does look like Joven's definitely the slowest on his team, and the Inca player, Sun, is also the slowest on their team, on the top team.
I think Surge made a mistake. His city's on the other side of the river. They could be taken.
It could
Pretty
be
easily.
taken, but Maya is easy to defend.
Yeah,
I would
but
say it's actually the same mistake as Duzzles on this left side, right? He's put the city of Glasgow in a really unfortunate position where not only are you directly across from a French player who can go death spot and kill you, also, if you put your archers behind your city, they're sitting in the river. So, they take extra damage. If you need to retreat from the city, they move slower, so you're going to lose more units. It's just really not a great city position. So, a bit surprised to see both teams making this choice.
Yeah, and then Surge also didn't realize that this side they're against Lakota and French, which are going to have the aggressive play. All they have to do is hold this side and allow Germans and the other French side to kill. So if he just went behind the river, Maya behind the river is untakeable, I think. So I think it's just a big mistake.
I would have loved to see Surge Civ back here. I mean, it looks like a really good, if he does that, then actually the Lakota and French player are actually very far away from him. So.
Yeah.
But so the thing is, what we're going to see here is the Mayan player going aggressive on Lakota. Normally it wouldn't be possible, but Lakota player clearly is very slow here.
Yeah, he's getting a tower, forward tower. So maybe he's going to go aggro. Maybe he's feeling confident.
And that tower, even if you don't go aggressive, that tower is still a good way to make sure that your opponent will not attack you, because the opponent will have to first tear down that tower before even making it to you.
Exactly. It gives you like a first warning sort of thing.
Good buffer zone.
Yep.
We do see Coldfire going for that Colossus. He skipped Mill in order to H fast, so he's going to grab the Colossus, going to secure the late game. We should quickly talk about the rares available to each team, because we haven't really talked about that yet.
Oh, yeah.
For TUF,
Also,
what do they
TUF has
have?
a horrible scouting.
Oh man, what is
I
with
have to
TUF
give
and scouting?
Props to AS for scouting. Maybe it's mostly just the Lakota player, but yeah, TUF has so much area that they don't know about.
Looking at the rares, it looks like AS have access to sugar, furs, diamonds, and poppy and silk. So those are some of their better rares. Whereas
Those
for
are nice
TUF, you
rares.
know, they've got salt, tobacco, horses. So rushing rares, but you know, they haven't done a really great job scouting. They do have the silver, but Spiridon wisely towered that up.
Yeah, and they have gems which they just found, and I think that will be safe.
Jen, I noticed you pointed out earlier that Lakota didn't get ruins. There's still 2 ruins behind the Lakota city.
Oh yeah, Lakota player. So Sermon got a lot of ruins here. I would like Sermon to step up this game. Oh, Sermon being Sermon goes for commerce level 2.
Oh, greedy Sermon. He does have access to silk, and he is a French player, so
Yeah.
maybe
So
he
no-
can go Com 2 Despot.
Normally, this is a very good idea. It's just, especially having a Lakota on the side, but I have a feeling that the Lakota player is going to get rushed very soon.
By Surge, let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Spiridon clicking up at more than 11 minutes is really unacceptable for a Lakota player or any nation. It's just insanely slow.
Yeah. All the lack of ruins, it's clearly screwed him very badly. So one very cool thing that British can do, and I do that a lot whenever I get British, you just run into your enemy with those archers, and there's nothing your enemy can do. Even light horses die to those archers. So I would like to see Duzzles, because if Duzzles goes ahead, there's nothing for Mouse here. Oh, by the way,
Skirmish
why do
on
I...
the right side.
Yeah. Oh man.
Looks like Spiridon's just throwing away units, unfortunately. It looks like he lost 4 or 5 units in that exchange, whereas Surge, I think, kept all of his units alive, so really unfortunate, and showing up micro definitely for TUF.
So Mouse doesn't have anything. He doesn't have a stable or anything at this point, so I wonder what's his
But
plan.
He is going Despot.
Yep,
Sun is
Mouse-
running around the back looking for lone merchants.
Yeah, he's gonna find one here for Joven. Joven's merchant's gonna get sniped there. Lakota player's actually gone for Civic 2 before Senator.
Man, I gotta say AS is playing they're playing very defensive, and it's not the kind of defensive where you boom when you defend. I think it's just, I feel like they're slightly underconfident this game, because
Yeah, fear is what I sense.
if they scout the city of Besenkon from Mouse, there's nothing here. A combo of Korea and British, they would capture that. But the thing is, they haven't scouted.
And again, I don't think we've pointed this out. They also have better rares this game as well.
Yeah, and I honestly, I would pick British Despot over French Despot. I think British Despot would kill French Despot.
Whoa.
I'm not kidding.
John, I
That's a
gotta
hot
disagree with you
take,
there.
Dan. Yeah,
I
I'll
think
disagree as
French
well.
Despot's way
Man,
better.
you gotta play British. Maybe we'll play a French versus British. British
Yeah,
Despot is superb.
You need to pick like maybe Momo, you and Momo 1v1, French versus British Despot, 2 wins.
Because
So I was talking
British can do some early damage with those rares. Oh, Spiridon losing more units, and the first merchant is getting sacked there.
Oh man, the season of giving is back. Not defending rares.
All you need to do is tower that. You have so much floating resources to do it.
No, no, Spiridon doesn't have floating resources.
Oh, just kidding. Wrong person.
Yeah. So that being slow has completely negated the influence of Lakota. Normally,
Yeah,
Lakota...
he missed 4 ruins around his city as Lakota. That's you can't do that. I guess maybe more scouting.
Yeah, Surge here got another city.
And then Surge is gonna sneak furs as well after he took it. He has a merchant waiting.
Sneaky work from Surge.
Yeah.
Take a look at what the Inca player's up to. They're already at 139.
Look at that! Look at that!
vaulting
Now
from
that's what I'm talking about. The Duzzles
the British
and
Despot.
Duzzles and Joven.
I mean, they needed to start sieging like a while ago in order for this
Yeah,
to
it's
work.
pretty slow.
At this point, Coldfire has upgraded archers, and so does Mouse. So this rush might not work out super well, unless Joven pulls Militia, considering he's the Korean player.
Oh man, there's a raid on Pappy in the back.
Oh yeah, I see that. Again, we do see there's a single light horse here, which is actually going to clean up some of these raiders. But definitely again, this is AF not really counter-raiding their opponents, just letting themselves be raided.
Oh yeah,
Also-
that's Mouse's horse. That's not even their horse.
Yeah. Also now, Lakota City is under fire from the Mayan Tower.
Oh man, yeah, that is not a Lakota eco. It is not maxed out.
Yeah, some luck is not there with. So Sermon is the last hope. Sermon, what's your plan, man? Sermon is still using silver, and in my opinion, if he goes H3, he's gonna wipe out everybody. The question is, when does he go to H3? Or if he...
Yeah,
whoa! Everybody, check Orleans.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it looks like this is AS's plan. They've got a lot of units here. I don't think it's enough, but they do have a lot of units here. Coldfire doesn't have upgraded militia quite yet, but he kept most of his army alive, and Mouse is wisely microing his forces to the back. He's going to get to the back line of all these archers.
Oh, that's a single stable. That's a single catapult. No way did they capture this.
No man. And then he let all his heavies just run into archers.
Okay.
Disaster
so
for AS.
Maybe they'll save their units.
And then
Pull
militia's
militia just in
pulled.
case.
Overkill, but sure.
Really felt like no need to force this. They could have just attacked the front city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think of that siege factory and those buildings as free plunder for the British player. All the British player needs to do is station his army and start sieging all that.
For AS, and on the right side, things are not going well.
Sermon
Yeah.
will soon have enough resources to make his move. And Spardon may lose the city. Actually, he will lose the city.
It looks like Sturman's going to the other side actually, instead of helping Spiridon.
Because Spardon is gonna 2v1 at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. Sturman's just leaving. He's out.
Oh, very aggressive city from Mouse. Look at that. Super aggressive city. Mouse drops. Mouse just dropped here.
What? Wait, what?
This is actually like such greed for Mouse, because the problem is if you're Joven, you just sneak a heavy horse archer into the city of Basankon, and what is Mouse gonna do? He's gonna rotate his entire army all the way around? Oh, what's happening?
Yeah, he dropped. He's out.
He's out.
AS can win. Oh man, are they gonna play it?
I don't know.
So they're continuing.
Yeah, they're just continuing. They're not even replacing with AI. They're just continuing.
They gotta bribe the captain.
I think that's illegal in
man.
the tournament rules, but
No, they're not allowed to bribe the cap.
yeah, they're not allowed to.
Oh crap. Okay.
Oldfire says okay, re. Search says we win.
Yeah, I think they do win still.
I also think they do win. Spiridon just has had like zero impact this game for whatever reason.
And sadly, Sermon is aging, but now he'll just be losing all his units before he ages.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of units in the tower. There's like 5 units in the tower.
Which tower?
Spiridon.
Oh.
Spiridon.
Yeah. He wasn't using them, but now he is.
Spiridon could age soon.
Oh, I'm a bit behind. Hold up.
But yeah, Sermon has clicked up, but I mean, the damage is done. Sermon threw away a lot of army there. Spiridon lost a good amount of militia. Like it really feels like this whole game thus far, it's been really sloppy play from AS thus far.
Look at left side. They're just gonna take the cap.
Yeah, Surge says without bribe. So yeah, good thing Surge is keeping the rules. I still see. So it's Coldfire versus 2 here.
Yeah. He might be able to win, considering his opponents went Despot, but yeah, I think he just needs to stall it, because the right side's easily winning for TUF.
He's German with Colossus. He can 2v1 for sure.
Wait, what happened?
What do you mean?
Okay, now I think Spiridon, Sermon wasn't upgrading his units, so... Yeah,
So
Surge is- yeah, you
I
go.
was I was gonna say, if they did drive the cap by accident, would it be DQ then, automatic?
Yeah. They'll lose this game if they bribe the
Okay.
cap. And they know that.
That's good. That's good. Good search called them then.
Sure what Dells is up to. He's floating a ton of resources and not really microing. I'm not sure if he's maybe falling asleep at the wheel or something.
Well, if AS wins this game, my prediction will hold true. 3-1, tough.
I hope this game finishes. As in, it's not a dropped game that they sent to us.
Oh yeah,
I'm assuming. But I did get sent a dropped game the other day from
Yeah.
EL, so
we did it last cast.
Yeah.
AS the pair. We casted a drop game and they didn't tell us.
On this side, on the Lakota side, Spiridon won't hold this without Sermon. Sermon needs to come in here.
Yeah, I think this is all because he missed like 4 ruins around his cap with Lakota. It's just gonna slow you immensely. Because he needs to be carrying as Lakota, and it doesn't seem like it.
All right, here is this French player. Finally, French player showing some action.
Let's go.
so he's doing a decent job microing. He's kind of kiting backwards because he doesn't want to fight against both armies at once.
Go, Servant, go.
Can we take a quick look at the top side? Again, I have no idea what they're doing, but AS is not like they're like completely asleep. Like what's happening here? Bills has science too.
Where did
The
Dustin
capital's
go?
still not taken.
There's a free Ben's Cone City to take. I don't know why they're not taking it. Maybe they're respecting the dead player, but you shouldn't. There's a whole city in front.
Hey guys, give me a second. Give me 1 minute.
What would you say, Phyllis?
AS is losing with better rares. It's just they need to play better as a team, I guess.
Yeah, I'm back. Let's go.
Oh, you're back, alright.
Maybe.
He's going to lose his city here of Atesica once again. He's just really unable to get together enough units and defenses here. Really feels like, again, the story of this game has been Spiridon's been unable to have a significant impact as a tier 1 player.
Why is Sermon not with red right now? Why is he continually be on the left side of that mountain?
Really sure.
I hope Joven and Duzzles realize the game is still going on and the other side has decided to continue. So they are 2v1 and they can finish.
Yeah, they're just letting Cold Fire free boom.
I have a feeling that they are not sure that this game is going to continue.
Wait, is Yova an AI? No, he's moving with Siege.
No.
Okay. he didn't move his army for like 3 minutes. I kept watching it.
Yeah, once again, we're going to see TUF charge for the city of Atesica. This time it's going to be Sun that takes it. And they just have way more units. Spiridon just unable to contribute many units compared to... I mean, look at Sun's army here.
Oh, man. Inca coming online.
Emerald Mage. Yeah, AS is allowed to capture the capital, but not TUF. It's just a penalty for dropping. For TUF. Okay, Duzzles is here. So these guys are splitting their armies. Usually not a good idea.
Yeah, they're 2v1. Why not take the cap together?
Duzzles has 4 sieges with Trebuchet upgrade.
So, and Duzzles does have a bigger army than Coldfire, but Duzzles does not have the armor. And problem is this side. This side is...
Yeah, Lakota's
once again, out of
losing.
control.
Oh, man.
Also, guys, just everybody in the chat know that during tournament there is a lot of stress. So you may think something's obvious, but it happens in tournaments. So go easy on the players.
Yeah, it's very
that's-
hard to
that's
play
fair.
like a match that everyone's gonna watch. So
Yeah.
their stress really gets to you.
Duzzles, if Duzzles moves his despot in front, he will get double plunder from that castle.
I think he's trying. He's trying, but it's
Oh,
stuck.
that's a break dancing despot.
No.
Yeah, he'll get it. He'll get it. He'll get it. That's a 360.
Oh, 360 metal.
Nice.
What's
He
the
was
plan
teasing
for
us.
Joven? What's Joven doing there?
I don't know.
Joven's
has taken
taking
the
his
city of the
time.
Sand Con. Yeah, he's just chilling. You know, he could be sieging the city of Hamburg, but he's like, nah, I'm gonna head up. I'll just chill. You know, no
Oh,
problem.
holy
And
shit!
Doubles
They
has been
have
like,
Hamburg here. Yeah, why not split in Hamburg? Damn it!
Exactly. There goes all the metal.
like my question is, if they've had this much time to like build up army, can't Joven just run to his son's capital?
Yeah, or that.
Like, I feel like
To be
he could
honest,
have-
looks like Duzzles will take out that Orleans by himself.
You know, I was going to point out, Duzzles, it looks like he's actually crushing Coldfire here. Coldfire really skimping on the army and getting punished for it. Duzzles recognizing his opponent doesn't have much army, and so that means he's going to be able to win a fight. But the right side is completely lost. Thurman really struggling for much army at all. He has a good amount, but
Oh, they
yeah,
got the cap sec. They got the cap sec.
They got to send resources on the other side. Maybe that'll help.
I don't know. I think they should just kill Blue fast with more army.
yeah.
No, they should
I
send
feel like
resources.
at this point they should just. I feel like Spiridon's super dead, and they should just have Sermon preserve his army. Well, this game definitely got more interesting now that Mouse dropped.
Yeah. Very weird game.
Very weird game.
If you,
There's
if you
a
look
quick
Coldfire's
castle,
fort.
coming here, and it will finish.
Oh my god, that's such a delay. That's such a delay. Very well done by Coldfire.
Yeah, Coldfire is 2v1 here, so I think he's doing a good job, regardless. And any scenario where he's not dead, I think it's a good job from.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know, one point that I will point out on this bottom side, Sermon's definitely making good use of the fact that crossbows are just better than these heavy archers. Heavy archers really suck at trading, and so for that reason, you know, we do see TUF kind of backing off there for a moment. You know, they recognizing that they can't sustain all these trades against all these crossbows from Sermon.
If you look at Makasika, the wood camp's wide open to kill all those villagers. There's like 8 villagers.
Whoa! That
Oh,
could be
man.
a Lakota massacre if
Oh.
Surge decides. Surge is running away. Surge is running away. Well, good thing he ran away because he would have lost all of his units. By the way, Joven did send resources. Also, Joven, you're not allowed to talk. You're a player in the game being cast. Right?
Oh yeah, guys, don't spoil the games, guys. Don't spoil the games.
Looks like Sermon is now doing his the French thing. He has a massive army. The only problem is he's 2v1.
Why is
caught Surge out, or he's caught Sun out of position initially. Sun's army is way in the back, whereas Surge is in the front, and so Surge is going to lose some units. Good trade from
Oh, if you
Sermon.
look
He
at
needs to back off now, but it was a nice trade.
yeah, Sermon has a nice army. He's pretty big, and once French gets going, it's unstoppable.
Yeah, but he can't fight against 2 combined armies. I mean, look at Sun's army. He's got 5 spies and 12 horses.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Sermon has 1 scout.
And you look at Sun's knowledge income, it's 271. He's already aging to age 4 as well.
So on this side, more sieges being lost.
Why is Joven still burning in attrition, by the way? They have had a lot of time.
Oh, Joven is attacking Hamburg on the other side.
Oh,
Yep.
there we go,
Kind
there
of
we go.
walking in units to the towers, but he is sieging it, so that's a good start.
He's sieging it.
He'll get it for sure. That's good, that's really good.
One of them really needs to rotate to purple. Oh wow, two towers just holding the city by themselves.
Oh man, and then the archers are gonna slowly die.
and he's gonna lose the supply wagon as well.
Oh man.
Most painful loss. Again, this is a lack of scouting. If you walk in and just scout the towers,
He targeted the supply wagon well. Both were shooting at the wagon.
actually the towers.
Oh, what? Whoa, French is
Whoa,
pushing.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, he's gonna walk
fang.
in. I mean, he's gonna try and take a fight while they're
What
getting aged
the
down.
heck?
Which he has so many pikes. This is actually a really nice move from Sermon. He's gonna try and force a fight.
Oh,
while,
wow, yeah.
He sees that Altair is really skimping on the archers because they're about to age. And so that means Sermon's going to take it back. A really, really nice play from Sermon. It's a counterattack from TUF, though. Looks like Sermon might have not been able to hold or conserve his pikemen, so he's going to have to back off. But this was a really nice move from him. He just needed to back off a tad earlier.
I mean, I sort of don't like it because you never want to trade with Inca. Inca will always make the army again faster. So, I mean, I don't agree with it, actually.
Sermon lost
Good
most
trade
of his
because his
units.
opponent's about to
Yeah,
now he's gonna. He should have walked away earlier, but it was a good attempt. You know.
Now they're just going to get rolled faster
Yeah.
when they needed to hold. That was
Oh,
not
it
good.
looks like those two towers did hold. Man, at this point, I just feel like the city of Lubeck is just not worth going for because
They took too long.
they're taking too long, and also the reinforcement route is not convenient for Duzzles, and
Yep.
especially for Joven. For Joven, the reinforcement route is horrible.
Yeah, that's why he should have split off long ago. You're 2v1. Look at the towers. Look at the
Oh.
towers. They still haven't taken it.
Oh,
Hamburg.
Yes.
and more towers coming behind Lubeck. Gotta say, a cold fire 2v1, it's very nice. Sermon is aging. So wait, Duzzles did get the plunder, right? Yeah, so Duzzles will age soon too.
Yeah, he did get the plunder.
Yeah, he's
Not to
close.
forget-
Sermon's close to aging. Let's see. Spiridon is very far.
As in, he's not
Joven
very
says
far,
in the
but
chat, he says he got a glitch. I can't see the towers. That would make sense. That kind of explains it.
whoa.
What?
I mean,
That's the first time I'm hearing about this glitch.
Yeah.
It looks like a very dangerous glitch. So, British with diamonds is 200 eco, by the way. That is sick.
Holy
Yeah,
cow,
it's
with
a
that
nice,
spot.
nice death spot, yeah. That is, you know, Jen, I'll give you that. This is one of the advantages of a British despot over French despot. If the despot rush fails horribly, which it kind of did in this game, you know, you have a lot of space to recover because over time you get way more scout.
Yeah.
Oh,
With
man.
Phoenix asking what happened to Lakota. Lakota did not get ruins. So without ruins, Lakota can't do shit.
Yeah, he missed 4 ruins around his cap.
Finally, Hamburg gets captured.
1 minute. Hamburg, finally.
No,
Like-
Joven, you cannot speak because the series is still not over. Don't talk in the chat.
Oh, man.
No, Joven, you
Looks like
cannot. And
eventually
also, everybody else.
Coldfire's
stop
gonna
flaming
win
at
the
Joven.
trade.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it happens.
guys. Well, it's not Flame, guys. It's really hard to play at the round 8. So,
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, and also against a team that everybody thinks is better than you.
yeah,
You
you,
know,
can
like-
even... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like I've played with all these players. These are my clanmates, and I know this is not how they normally play. Like some of them at least, this is not normally how they normally play in pubs or lobby games. Like I've seen them at their best, and this is definitely not their best. But that's all right. You know, they're giving it a good go. We definitely seen some excellent plays from Sermon, especially. You know, so you know they still have a chance technically in this game, right? The scores are kind of close, and if Joven decides to finally go somewhere else with his army, maybe they can get something done.
If you look at Duzzles, I think he's going to his cap to Berlin. Undefended Berlin.
Yeah, and on the bottom side, they're going to try and take a fight against the upgraded armies. They're actually going to make a nice flanking maneuver, going to sandwich the armies of Sun and Surge, but I think they just don't have enough army on the side of AS
just not
to
enough
make...
units there.
Oh, man. They
Yeah.
keep taking bad fights. I don't know why they're fighting right now.
I do want to say that Sermon has played decent this game.
And the first game as well. Wasn't
Yeah,
he
first game as
Bantu?
well. Yeah, he was Bantu, and he had a it was a decent eco for most of the part, and he was also fighting water. Duzzles also did fine in this game.
Yeah, Duzzles always plays great. Oh, well, yeah, he always plays great. Very well.
Duzzles is
Very good
going for
player.
Germany, and there is a castle coming on Germany. There's also Senate being built on Germany.
What? Oh
That's
man.
funny.
So what's the plan? Joven is going to run into whatever few units that Coldfire has left.
Oh yeah, he can cut them off. Let's see it.
Yeah, Joven has 2 spies, which actually will make the difference if he uses them. Otherwise,
If he
his army
uses
is
them,
definitely weaker.
yeah, he gotta use them because there's no scout for it. Joven,
Heavy cav.
Joven,
Come on, man.
Oh,
Come on.
these heavy knights are just ravaging him.
Okay,
The
he's
spies
using
are going
one spy.
unused.
One spy coming and wait, Colossus? He's coming for Colossus.
Oh, what the heck? Why don't? I guess he can't hold it. It's better to kill it.
Well, he can hold it. He has more army.
Sermon's cap going to get killed. Paris is in trouble.
Holy cow! What the heck? He's already here.
Man. Yeah, at one point, Joven and Duzzles really needed to split. Because even if Coldfire dies right now, it's going to be 2v2. And I think Maya Inca here will beat the British Korea from the other side.
Just way too ahead in tech if you look at the libraries. We see Surge assigns 4 as the mine player, you know.
Oh yeah, Maya can get to H5 really fast. They're just fast in general. Oh, if you look at Duzzles, he's going for another trip. He's playing like my buddy Meta. He's just going with sieges.
Next trip seems to be Cusco.
We're going. This is a meta type play right here.
Yeah, Joven lost army, and is he gonna? Oh shit! Paris soon to be taken.
Yeah, don't trade with Inca, man. Inca will always have the army again, and then you can get rolled.
Goodness. There were so many citizens building that castle at Paris, and they all died to the bombard splash damage.
All died.
Oh my god! Oh man, I just saw it.
Duzzles is the last hope for this team.
Come on, Duzzles.
He's got 3 sieges, 1 scout.
Yeah, it's like no army because also army's damaged. But he's gonna go for Cusco. It's not even the capital.
Oh, they get hanging gardens again.
So this is a good move. I would have loved to see it come 5 or 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah, because this side was losing. If he kills hanging gardens, it helps this side out a lot.
Actually, more than hanging gardens, I would say just take a city, because at that point when city of Itesica was still with Spiridon, if at that point somebody forced Sun to go back, would have been a game changer.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But at this point, Sun is too powerful.
Yeah,
Duzzle's
I mean,
the Wonder Taker.
So Coldfire and Surge are both going to Cusco, which leaves us with the question: where is Joven? Joven is age 4, coming age 4, and I think he'll go to Paris to help. No, that's a very big army for Sun. If he loses all of his villagers right now and has no eco, no reinforcement, it is enough to win him the game.
Yep.
Duzzle's getting 2v1 over here. Ideally,
let's
he
see
should
it,
not
Duzzles. He should be running, but let's try.
One last stand for this game, but I think he knows it's over.
Yeah, this is a symbolic stance for the game.
Never give up, never surrender.
Yeah, even Sun is sending some units there. Can we conclude that this is over?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's conclude that it's over.
Spiridon somewhat coming back in the game.
At this point, they just can't fight against the massive Inca army. I mean, look at Sun's army. He's at 125 population. He's capped out most of his resources. 284 knowledge. He's got monarchy, 18 heavy cavalry, like 16 arquebusiers, 5 spies. Like they're not fighting them.
Both sides of the map. Both sides of the map. Yeah. What Inca at this point unstoppable.
Right.
All right. Jad's fast forwarding.
I'm gonna fast forward. at Sermon's capital, because if Sermon's capital is lost, then that's game over for sure. Sun just split his army to capture small cities.
Oh, what a luxury.
Sermon is defeated, and with that, yeah, clearly it's over.
Yep. Well, that's 2-0.
Yeah,
And
this
match
game,
point.
Mouse definitely not the MVP.
No.
Who do y'all give it to, actually?
From TUF, I would actually give it to Coldfire for surviving alone, because Sun and Surge just played their 2v2 game, right?
Yeah, it's a good point.
Coldfire was the guy with 2v1 all this time. Not to say that Sun and Surge did not play well. Of course, they did superb there. They killed French and Lakota. But for Coldfire to have survived that long against a 2v1, and not even surviving, I think he was doing better than both Duzzles and Joven individually.
Yeah. Honestly, in my read on this game is I think MVP, I would actually give it to Surge. I think, in my opinion, like just looking at how Cold played it, I think he survived because Joven 1 was bugged a bit with the towers, and 2, Duzzles and Joven were just playing that left side very, very sloppily after Mouse left. They had roughly 10 minutes to take any city they wanted to.
That is true.
And they could have split up their armies at any point. They could have, done really anything. The world was their oyster, but they really didn't get much done at all. And I don't think that was because Cold played it particularly well. I think that was more on Duzzles and Joven. Just,
I would have to agree with you. I'd have to agree with you. That's a very good point. They had plenty of opportunity to take advantage of the situation.
And then MVP wise, I do think Surge was the MVP, recognizing that the Lakota player was slightly on the weak side. So in terms of speed, so putting the aggression forward, presenting a formidable attack with a Mayan tower. All right, let's load up game number 3, shall we?
Yeah, game number 3.
Let's go for game number 3. I do only have 30 minutes from now on. So at any point, if I am not able to finish the series, then Pierre, please continue it on the AS channel.
Yeah, sure, no worries. All right, Jen, why don't you fast forward us through the early game while we maybe up to 5 minutes, and then we can. Well, in the meantime, we can kind of take a look at the nations. So for TUF, they've got Lakota, British, and Persians, and for AS, they've got Japanese, Inca, and Nubians. And so this is
it's a 3v3 now.
Yeah, 3v3. See what they can do.
Fast forward to a 5-minute time point.
Yeah, 5 minutes is good.
All right.
Yeah, we still want to watch the game.
Yeah. So Spyrodon is an Inca, starts with Papyrus, and I think he's got a decent start this game. I would say he has got a better start with Inca than Lakota last game.
Japan has relics as well in the city. So relics, Pappy, they have better rares again. Oh my.
Yeah, relics, Pappy, those are good booming rares, even silver.
Relics, Pappy, Amber, Silver.
Oh man.
Those are some nice rares.
Unlucky for TUF.
Yeah, but they're all kind of like clumped in this corner. They're on the bottom corner.
Well, they've got Lakota, so it doesn't matter. They can.
Yeah.
The Lakota player can cross this distance very quickly. In fact, he is saving on Bison there, which I think is a very good one to save on.
Lakota can win any game. It's just how you play it. So
yeah.
And it is also, for some first-time viewers, you might look at the AS setup and be like, okay, well, they can just sit back and boom, right? They've got the great rares, they'll be fine. But even if you have a Lakota player who's like knocking on your door with an aggressive push, it's also the fact that they're going to completely lose map control, right? Surge has chosen to sit very forward, and that means TUF can basically cut off and take control of roughly 70% of the map, which means all of the rares, you're really not vulnerable to getting raided very much. Your opponent's kind of backed into this tiny little corner, and they're unable to do very much.
Yeah.
Very true, very true.
Here, Mouse is British, Surge is Lakota, and Lakota player has got a very nice start here already, going for Mill 1. Lakota player has secured sugar, diamonds, furs. I think that's a very fast Lakota start.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
look at his ruins. He's got 400. He doesn't even have science 1. That's 16
Oh,
ruins.
man.
And that is normal Lakota ruins. That's what Lakota is supposed to get. So very bad luck for Spyridon that he could not get there last one.
Yeah, huge contrast. And then he has rushing rares as well, and Lakota always goes aggro with 2 catapults at least, so holy
Yeah.
cow.
I don't think they see the Lakota city yet. They do see the British city. And Sermon is also getting barracks, so that's good. Good for them.
Oh man, both sides have what they want. Inca and Japan have the booming rares, Lakota has the rushing rares. This is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
This game is like in the last 2 games, we all agreed generally that AS had a better setup and the better rares. In this game, I would say it's fairly even. Diamonds, silver, furs, those are pretty good rares.
Yeah.
Sugar, gems, those are very nice rares.
I'll say for the territory that AS is occupying, they've got decent rares because they're not occupying much, and that's all because of Lakota player. At the same time, I want to say that the British player getting so close, you don't want the British player to be so close to you. And if the British towers Owajima, there's nothing that Sermon can do about it.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, if you look, Surge brought 7 militias to box some of the villagers.
It's in a villager boxing match.
Let's go.
Go, get him. 6 villagers plus 2 archers.
Yeah, that's a mob. That's a mob.
Lakota mob. Like you have biker gangs, these are horse gangs. Just run around in horses. Mouse is towering somewhere, and that might reach. It doesn't reach yet, but
Next
I think
stage.
So he gets militia research, and then it'll reach.
And then you can tower the Senate guy in there, and then it'll reach for sure, right?
Yeah. Mouse is already at 130 eco, thanks to that diamond.
Oh man. They got
Insane
exactly what they
start.
need, yeah.
Man,
Exactly what they need.
I'm telling you that having Lakota ally is so good because you have this security that Lakota will secure everything and you don't have to worry about getting raided early. So British is a solid pick to be with Lakota.
And if you notice, Mouse has always been on an aggressive nation. Iroquois, he did the raiding, right? Now he's on British, and last game he was French, and he always goes aggro with French. He picked that spot as well. So they have a very designated team.
You're right. And on this side, Sun went for Civic 2. Of course, he has Die, so that makes it much more convenient.
Yeah, and he's Persian as well.
And he's
so that's
Persian
really fun.
too. 98
Yeah.
food. Oh,
We do see
man.
here Surge has thrown down that Colossus
Yeah.
at this forward city, which is kind of a slap in the face for AS fans there.
Oh man.
Unfortunately, AS cannot do anything about it.
Actually, it might be safer to be in the front city actually, because they won't be dying, and if they do die, they already lost the game. So this prevents like the cap sack from the back.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, they probably
they're gonna
won't be
be-
losing this.
AS are going to be pretty hard pressed to win this one. I feel like they just don't. They have some decent rares for their location, but they're kind of stuck in this little corner. And the Lakota player is already getting up a wonder.
Yeah.
Thurman's
So-
desperately trying to raid with these early units, but
Look at what
not
Mouse
gonna
is
be
doing.
able
This
to
is what I was talking about. You just run your longbowmen into the enemy city because those bowmen are so strong. Your enemy has to make horses to deal with that. Not even slingers. As in slingers do well, but you don't want to have a lot of slingers pile in your army because they're good for nothing else.
And he does have a lot of slingers. He has 2.
Yeah, 2 slingers there. That's 2 more slingers than you should have.
honestly, I think
Yeah.
this was a pretty good. If Spiridon wanted to go for it, he could have gone for a despot, considering, or at least a rush of some sort, considering.
No, that spot would have been a
Surge
great idea for this time.
Yeah, it allows him to trade with Lakota, who's going to have a large eco. If you can trade with the larger eco, you're going to be staying alive with that spot.
looks like Serge is going to tower gems there and make sure his team can use it.
Yeah, and at this point, Serge is feeling comfortable enough that he can just do whatever he wants. Yeah, he has got 3 archers now that Colossus is complete. He's even getting.
Yeah. And then this is a Lakota Eco. Everything's 160. This is very good.
That's true.
Despot coming from Mouse looks like he's going to be aggressive as expected.
Yeah. Oh, with diamonds, British, even if you're not rushing, Senator is just useless.
Yeah.
You're not gonna fill that eco.
Look at his rares. He's using horses, furs, bison, sugar, diamond, gems, silk, I think actually they might have better rares because of Lakota.
Oh,
Lakota
for
just
sure, for
secured
sure.
everything.
No, yeah,
Yeah, but they have better rares.
I mean, they have more rares. They have everything that's not in. That's not occupied by. That's whatever is not occupied on this side. They have everything.
Yeah, I think this game, if AS wants to have a hope of staying in the late game, we're gonna have to see some really good raids from Spiridon.
Look at the tower.
There's so many random towers everywhere from TUF in the center. Surge having that fast start, he's able to afford all of these towers to protect his team's rares.
Yeah, 400 ruins will do it.
City of Ubajima getting sieged here.
Oh man, and then the trees protect the catapult too. And there's rocks. There's no way. Such a good spot.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
That's
gonna pull militia.
Classic mouse. Classic mouse.
Sermon doesn't have militia upgrade quite yet. He does have a tower and a lookout, but
good thing is that he can see the militia.
he's gonna go for allegiance.
That's as long as he doesn't lose the city, allegiance is not bad. But I do not see his government. Where is that?
Surge is coming as well.
I think he's.
Oh, doesn't have a government. He went commerce too.
Oh, man.
That city will go down.
Oh,
Look
no,
at the
yeah, the
militia.
city is going down momentarily.
Even so, there is two lookouts, 1 archer. Spiridon is not here. Spiridon, bro, where's your army?
He's going for Science 2 before Mill 2.
It gets worse. There's like 20 more militia coming from the home base. Look behind Oxford. Look behind
my
Oxford.
What the hell,
Yeah.
Mouse? So I think they're stupid. I think they're stupid, but yeah. Well, they got this game.
Oh man. I mean,
This is gonna
it's
do
a little
the,
bit overkill, but it
Yeah,
works.
that's gonna do the insult to injury, GG easy. You know, you're a sucky person, but you are good at this game. So if that makes you feel better about your life, you know, whatever.
Yeah, Mouse, that's not cool.
They're a bunch of trolls. It's okay. Surge especially.
Quiet thus far.
And then if we look at the
Bubbles
left
and-
side, nothing's happened.
Yeah, there's literally nothing happening.
Yeah, there's an individual 1v1 here.
Duzzles versus Sun.
And Dazzles is doing fine, but his teammates won't survive.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Pyramids coming from Surge.
Once again, it feels like AS really we're not able to get any sort of solid like advantage early. They just fell slightly behind and then they continued getting further and further behind. And there's nothing really to catch them up in the game, right? You know, we don't see any wonders, we don't see any raids from them. You know, they're just like content to die slowly, which is not a really winning strategy, if you will.
Yeah, Spiridon was also late for this. He is finally here. That's 1 siege. No, yeah, he'll take out 1 siege, but that's not enough. As long as Sermon is not completely out of the game, I think they still have a chance because you cannot underestimate Inca.
You mean Japan?
Inca, because Inca is still alive. Inca hasn't been touched.
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
Spirit
you
on.
mean Spiridon then?
Yeah. Mouse just puts down his forward hanging gardens.
Oh man.
Yeah. I don't mind this one so much because it's like kind of protected by his two cities, the city that he just took, and Surge's city in the back there.
Well, there's actually no space at his cap, so it's fine. There's literally no space to put it, so he might have to actually put it there.
So let's see what's the plan. Surge is aging. Dozens has already aged.
Surge is floating 1,000 metal noob.
There's nothing he can do about it. What will he make of that?
It make what's that? The one wonder no one builds, Coliseum. Yeah. He already has gems. Let's see the border push, territory victory. Is that allowed? Is that
no,
in the Nomad?
Victory's conquest. No.
No, you can go for territory victories. Not on this map. So I think they used conquest conditions, but territory and wonder wins are allowed.
Because Lakota could just sieve backwards with Coliseum.
Yeah.
Oh man, they have gems for it too. They should have done that. That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would be solid. So on this side, the Sun's got enough army that he won't die right now.
Persia versus Nubians. Oh, both tier 3.
Yeah. Unfortunately, neither of them can really press. I mean, I guess that's better for Sun and worse for Duzzles. Because for Duzzles, he needs to kill his opponent here, to even have for his team to even have a chance of winning this game. But you know, he's just too far, and also his opponent is an Elephant Nation, which are pretty good at defending.
Yeah.
If you actually look, Sun doesn't have any elephants. He's actually gone all heavy cavalry.
Yeah.
This is something that I kind of want to try, because honestly, in my opinion, elephants are a bit overrated just because it's like they're so slow and you can't move them around very easily. So if you need to rotate, it's like impossible.
For Persia, that you can go heavy knights instead of instead of elephants until 4. You should have elephants.
Until 4, you should have elephants. Yeah.
But India, you should always have elephants because you get free upgrades.
Yeah, and also your elephants are cheaper. You get extra wealth.
Oh, Duzzles is forcing a fight that he will lose.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for him. He just doesn't have enough crossbows to trade against all of these crossbows from Sun here. And Sun's just gonna casually walk backwards and do the stop key with the crossbow.
He got a
trick.
bribe off as well. He bribed a Nubian archer.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the season of giving.
Yeah, I guess so.
We gave away an army.
Yeah, early age elephants, like Phantom says, they are good for raiding more than fighting. Late age elephants, you can use them for both raiding and fighting. All right.
With H3 elephants, are the archer shoots an arrow, which is like kind of prone to miss because it's an arrow, and that's like all the damage. So it's like it actually does less damage than you think it will. At least in like a brawl.
I didn't know that.
It's like the same reason why heavy archers are worse than crossbows. Heavy archers have exactly the same stats, but crossbows shoot a projectile that never misses, whereas heavy archers, because they like overshoot, right? Because there's a delay between the time the arrow's launched and the arrow hits the target.
If you see Surge is raiding in the back, he just took out Amber.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. That's just adding insult to injury once again.
Oh wow, Surge spent his 1,000 metal. Unless he turned it into gold.
Yeah, he must have turned it into gold. With those rares, the Colossus really pays 200 wealth. You don't normally see that. He has more wealth than Inca right now.
Poor Inca.
And the British player is somewhat matching that wealth too.
And it looks like Spiridon's gone for a very risky build. He's gone for the Science 3 before Com 2 or Mill 3. I think he's gone for that just on the off chance that his opponents forget to boom and he can get to H4 and then he can win the game. So I think this is actually a good choice, you know. Just if he can get literacy, which it looks like he's gonna give in favor of, I don't know.
Surge forgot armor. Big noob Surge. He forgot armor. He could have the armor upgrade.
It's not gonna make much of a difference right now.
That's right. It's very true.
So on this side, here is Sun with a lot of units.
Yeah, I mean, Duzzle's gonna die here. I see in the chat, NK is asking, Phillips or Aretha Pair, to Jan, this question, is Phillips or Aretha Pair better player? I'll answer that for you. Phillips is definitely a better player. I've played maybe a total of 5 games in the last 4 months, so I cast a lot, but I don't actually play that much.
That saves a lot of diplomacy for me.
Done.
Oh man. If you look, Duzzles is fighting Sun and losing. He just lost his fort.
Yeah, this is over. From all sides now.
Yeah, so again, let's recap. So overall, this series, it's been very one-sided for TUF and kind of as we expected. And what is the primary reason why? Oh my gosh, dude. I'm sorry. Really loud.
I think psychology, because I know the AS guys are pretty good. They didn't play their game. I feel
they didn't play their best, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, they didn't play their game because I know they know how to boom, and then the first game it just showed that their build order was off. Something was wrong, and I think the mental game got to them. Maybe the pressure, but it's very difficult to play in these top 8 games. So I don't blame them.
Spiridon actually is close to H4, but
he's about to lose a city.
Yeah, he lost that city and all the farms.
Oh wow, you fast forwarded.
Does calls GG.
Yeah, and that is gonna be it. That's gonna be 3-0.
Oh man. Well, interesting series.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Again, I think it was just. Yeah, I think a lot of it is nerves, right? You know, it's really tough to play in a tournament game. There's a pretty high stakes because you lose, you're out of the tournament. And as an AS player, as an AS player member, I've definitely seen my teammates play better. So I'm excited to see them in the future.
For sure, yeah, these guys play way better normally.
Yeah, I know Spiridon is actually a very good boomer, but he was not able to do that during the Mediterranean game as much. And
yeah, that's how you could tell something was off, like you were saying.
Yeah. Also, Spy has been away for the military.
Yeah, he hasn't had a chance to practice much. Whereas I'm assuming, I'm assuming TUF have been practicing pretty much nonstop. So.
Oh yeah, I see these guys in lobby all the time. They're always playing.
So it's been a mix of factors. Hopefully we'll see AS again for Nomadium 4. And congratulations to TUF. Now they're going for the round of 4, which is semifinals. Let's quickly check out what are the possible teams that they could face for the next.
Sure. Are we going to talk about Meow's and MFW situation?
Yeah, that's. Oh, so they have not played yet. They just played one game. Another one was played, but they used a save game and restored. So that's a void game.
They played one game then.
Yeah, they've only played one game yet. So let me go and.
Apparently, I've heard they've had a lot of lag issues and drops. So.
Yeah. So there's people from Latin America, people from Japan, and some people from Indonesia. That's very wide apart. Everybody.
And then Flames is in Australia, so.
And Frames is in Australia.
Isn't he in New Zealand, I think, or Indonesia?
Oh, it might be New Zealand. It's New Zealand or Australia.
I'm not actually sure. I feel like I keep thinking there are a bunch of people from Australia, but I'm pretty sure nobody's actually from Australia. They're either from New Zealand,
fake Australians.
Australia doesn't
Kron from New Zealand or something. I feel like nobody's actually from Australia.
Wait, isn't Kron from Australia?
No,
I thought he's from New Zealand.
Oh man, okay, yeah, so it's true. No one's from Australia.
Everybody who says they're from Australia, they're actually just they're from New Zealand. There is no place in Australia.
How many continents are there? There's 6, all right? There's Australia is not a continent, all right? It doesn't exist.
Yeah,
it doesn't exist.
Just 6 continents.
Oh, Ramsey in the chat saying he's from Australia. Kron's from Australia.
Ramsey, you got me there.
Flames is from Australia. Oh,
Ramsey is not from Australia, I'm pretty sure.
Australia is just a big propaganda. There is no place like that. We're told that.
Ramsey's trying to confuse us.
Yeah, it's just all paid by the Chinese to tell us.
No.
Bronto Fuzz is from Australia. Ramsey's representing right now. He's speaking out for Australia.
Oh man. Anyways,
Okay, I'm here at the screen for the playoffs. We've got
Okay.
Yeah.
TUF clears
So-
the semifinal, and they're either going to be playing against Studcats, Meows, or MFW. Will be some interesting games there.
Yeah, when do you guys play WL and
We're playing
AZ?
this Saturday for sure, and I think that's when PLA and EL will be playing. So we'll have a lot of games to cast on Saturday and Sunday, I think.
All right. Well, I think
Yeah.
I was off by one. I thought AS was gonna get a game. That the 3v4 could have been a game, but I was off by one. So my prediction streak has ended.
Yeah.
Let me also check what others predicted here. So I have the Discord window in front of me. We had
Stokes,
Mouse
oh, yeah, right.
predicted TUF 3-0. So he's right. Momo
Well, he's on
predicted.
the team.
Oh well, he predicted it before, and Momo
Oh.
predicted 3-1. Connor predicted 3-0. Young One predicted 3-1. So the consensus
had
was
hope.
3-1 or 3-0. HNZ predicted, oh, that's for a Super 16 game.
Yeah, Momo had hope.
Yeah, I predicted, let me see, I predicted 3-0. Yeah, I did predict 3-0. It's just that TUF have been playing very regularly and their team works better. So for AS would have to play double their regular strength because also there is this stress of the tournament.
Yeah, hopefully
also,
they don't crack.
Quick apology, folks, for the whatever has been happening on my mic. I cut my window open, and some people are blasting very, very obnoxious music. So yeah, apologies for that.
All right, with that, let's wrap up the stream. Thanks, Spear and Phyllis, for joining me today.
Yeah,
thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
And everybody watching, see you guys.
Yep, see you guys.
I'll be back on Wednesday maybe for another stream. Bye bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye bye.